Now just get a look at that perfection. Yo, what's good everybody? This is something that you guys aren't used to, but I do this every Saturday, so I'm more than used to it. This is YouTube's first Cooking with Ethan video. I do a stream every Saturday called Cooking with Ethan. We are currently on episode 35, moving to 36 this weekend, which is my streamiversary on June the 10th. So be there. This video should be out before then if I don't get lazy. But either way, we're going to be making French dip sandwiches, as you, and then we're going to try and make us some 1,000-layer potatoes. I just noticed I have my AirPods in my ear. That's not supposed to be there when you're cooking. For today's recipe, we're going to need 3 to 4 russet potatoes. We're going to need a mandolin. We're going to need our knife. I like to use a santoku knife. You can use a chef's knife. It really doesn't matter. We're going to need 2 loaf pans. One's just to weigh down the potatoes. We're going to need garlic. We're going to need beef stock. We're going to need olive oil, wash your sister sauce, yeah. Now Worcestershire sauce, some sherry, preferably actual sherry, but I'm not old enough, obviously. Soy sauce, butter, cayenne pepper, black pepper, sea salt, and some smoked paprika. As well as we're going to need roast beef and some bread to put it on. Now I have some nice little French bread back here that I'll be placing it on. But without further ado, let's actually get into the video. After I realized that I did not wash the potatoes. Now, we're gonna have to move all this out the way and transition over to the mandolin. So I'm gonna cut us here and I will like YouTube magic us back. And I'll probably be wearing an apron at that time. So yeah, that probably looks so stupid. Same attire, 1 second. Now we're back. Okay, you guys gotta respect like the Chef Ethan swag though, like Cooking with Ethan swag, come on. By the way, if you guys want some, just let me know. I'll see what I can do to get some of these made and then we can start selling them. That said, we're gonna grab our mandolin right here, set it to its lowest setting. That's the highest, nope. Right here, its lowest setting, which is 1. And now we're just gonna come through with one of our potatoes and just start slicing off very thin slices. You think you aren't cutting anything until you notice your finger's gone halfway through. That's why they give you this little plastic thing that no one really cares about. That said, I'm just cutting off a bunch of little slices. We all know that motion's familiar to most of you. Okay, so this is 2 potatoes all sliced up nice and thin like. You can see through it, you can see the light through it. That's what we want. Now, we're gonna grab a small pot and get some butter boiling up over here, and we're just gonna lay these down in layers into our pan. But first, we have to line the pan with a chef's worst enemy, cling cell. Already, stop, please don't. It's not working out, guys. Okay, we got it lined decently. Besides almost blowing myself up, I think we've done quite all right. It's a nice simmer right here. You want it like that, so we're gonna grab our garlic cloves and just plop them right in, let those get nice and toasty. I'm gonna go back to where we were originally and we're ready to actually start this now. Back to our nicely lined, nicely, air quotes, nicely lined. I forgot what it's called, loaf pan. I may be a little slow, okay guys? So now, all we're gonna do, I'm just gonna come through with our little slices. I'm just gonna lay down a nice thin layer on the bottom of our potatoes. Okay, so now we finished our first layer on the bottom. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna go grab a small spoon And I'm just like grab our little mixture here of butter and all that goodness. And I'm just gonna pour it over. Just kind of. And we're gonna do that with each layer. Just each layer, we're gonna pour this over and just kind of spread it out. Now, I'm gonna be testing 3 ways to do this in today's video, so it's kind of an experiment. This is gonna be annoying. That side did not do how I wanted it to. That said, hope you guys enjoyed what I hope was sped up in post, because I have to edit this and I may have forgotten how to speed it up. And then I'm now going to speed this up and do this as well. I need to actually do this video in a day or 2 and get it posted. So I hope you guys don't go too hard on how crappy it is, because tomorrow, I gotta wait till tomorrow. I mean, you guys gotta wait like maybe what, 30 seconds and that's it? Not even 30 seconds. You guys gotta wait like 10 seconds and you guys get to see the finished result. Me personally, I gotta go sit and wait an entire day before I actually get to make the stuff and plate it all up nicely. So yeah. So now, my other announcement, I have a favorite chef event that I am in, and you guys can vote for me in this event. The favorite chef event will allow me to be able to make more content for you, better content for you, because I'll have like monetarily means to do so. It's gonna give me, when I win, it's gonna give me 25,000 for you guys. 25,000 specifically for me to use. So that's gonna be cool. And then I also get to fly out to New York and stuff and cook with Carla Hall. And then I'd also, well, get like some chef knives and all that junk. It's just gonna be really nice. Now, back to what we was doing. We got this pan. Now we gotta press it down. And we gotta weigh it down somehow, guys. Didn't think this far ahead. Honestly, didn't think I'd make it this far. Hey guys, we're back. It's the next day, and we maybe wondering what happened to the chop board. Nothing? It's average size, okay? Anyways, we got our potatoes. They're still quite frozen. The ice that we used to weigh it down. Don't know what my plan was with that ice. Don't know. Now, our potatoes have been frozen completely. Now that our potatoes are completely frozen, we're gonna let them somewhat thaw just a tad bit. But we're gonna come through around this stage right here. So, now we have these potatoes. They look a little weird on the sides. So I'm gonna turn it upside down. You might wanna save this since it has all that nice butter on it, which is what I'll be doing. Now, I'm going to grab our santaku knife. I'm just gonna come across the sides. I'm just gonna... So, if you guys couldn't tell, this is not going too well. So what we're gonna do is just skip ahead to later on in the video when we actually have this thawed up. After we get to our sandwiches, because it really didn't work out. Now, onto our average size chop board. Oh wait, we're going to add nothing. This is it, that's the end of the tutorial. I'm just kidding. We're gonna grab us an onion right here. See, the onion has already been rinsed in cold water. This is the first step to making your au jus. For your au jus, you'll need 2 cups of beef stock. People use bouillon and then 2 tablespoons of beef bouillon and water. I'm not doing that. Beef stock works better. You're gonna need some sherry, wine, of course, duh. We're gonna need some Worcestershire sauce, and then we're gonna need some soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of both of those. But first off, let's get to this onion. We need this entire half an onion. So, we're gonna take our knife, gonna come through here, just cut off the top, cut off the bottom. You can use these for stock, or you can just, you didn't see that happen. Dang, I should have bought the auto chop onions. I wish that worked. No shot! Well, the auto chop YouTube editing gods have helped me. We now have our onions. To the stove. Wrong way. To our saucepan, or sauce pot, we have added 2 tablespoons of butter. And we're gonna sit here, let that simmer down until it becomes the nice little buttery liquid at the bottom. We're leaving this on medium low for now. And we don't really need to break up our onions as much as you think. We just need them to be as good as possible. And we could throw this in here. We throw in this much butter so that it will kind of confit the onion. At least that's what I'm doing. There's many ways of making your onions caramelized. This is my method. If you don't like it, bite me. It's just like Kiss the Cook, but you're eating the cook. So now, right here, we want our onions to be nice, flat, flaccid, and slightly off-putting, like Grandpa. And when it gets to a sort of tone like this, it's gonna be kind of translucent, and it's gonna have a slight tinge of color to it. That's when we'll add in our sherry. Just a tablespoon and a half of sherry. Sherry is a great deglazer. Well, all cooking wine is a great deglazer for all that deliciousness that's built up on the sides right there. Great deglazer. We're gonna let that sit and cook down. It also reduces into a thick, almost sauce at the bottom of whatever you're cooking. It doesn't matter. As soon as the heat is applied to it, it starts to reduce down to a nice sauce at the bottom. They're caramelized already. Well, technically caramelized, but they're not brown enough for my liking. Good thing we leave this in with the beef stock. Now, some people do tend to like add celery to their au jus, and it's right here, and then they remove it along with these later. I hate celery. It tastes like garbage water to me. I can't eat it. I can't. This right here is for later. Now, to make the meat, we actually make it with the au jus, which is kind of confusing. I'll show you in a second. We have it on medium heat. See, everything's starting to get really violent in here right now, but it's also getting nice and toasted. It's gonna get smoky. You might wanna like leave a fan on by your smoke alarm. Now just gonna pour in 1 cup of beef stock, and we're gonna pour in the next cup of beef stock. No, I did not have 2 cups of beef stock prepared before this. Deal with it. Now, once that has been poured in, gotta give it that whoop. Once those 2 have been poured in, it's gonna come back around the bottom. Beef stock is also used to deglaze commonly. So now it's at a medium heat. We're gonna let this get to a nice little simmer here. And now, I like a nice little smoky flavor. You don't want it too smoky, so do only what I'm doing and just like allow it to drip in. You don't squeeze that bottle. This is liquid smoke right here. But you do not squeeze this bottle. Do not. Unless you want to like kill everyone who is eating this, because they will be deceased after this. So now, whilst that gets to a nice simmer, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons, 2 teaspoons. This is obviously a teaspoon. You guys can see the letter, the TSP right here, right? Yeah, see, obviously a teaspoon. 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. Now there's a teaspoon of wash your sister. I said that joke too many times, I know. And a little shake more, just because I felt like it. What you gonna do about it, huh? Stop me? Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? So now we just let this get to a nice simmer, almost like how it is now. And we're gonna let that sit for about 5 minutes on medium heat as it gets to this nice rolling simmer like this. Okay, so it's been about 3 to 5 minutes. So now, what I am about to do, we're gonna grab our nice roast beef and we're gonna straight up drop it into this, the au jus. We're gonna cut on, this is a griddle attachment for my oven. Not every oven has this. You can do it in the pan too, it's fine. You just have to make sure you don't blow yourself up, that's it. Yeah, so I struggled a lot here, guys, so I'm just gonna skip us on past where I almost blew myself up. Yeah. So now, that one's on low on the back eye. This one's on hot, on medium, right here on this side. So now, what we shall do, we will grab us a pair of tongs. The things that you can't use without clicking. Yes, that is a mandatory rule. You must click the tongs or your food will always come out disgusting. Now, roast beef. Grab our roast beef. Drop it into the au jus. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna move it here, and we're just gonna sear it here. Just gonna get a nice little crust on it here. It's gonna be kind of dry once you get to it, once you get done with it. It's the point though. That's why it's a French dip sandwich. The au jus is meant to be dipped. So you take them, you move them over here, you sear them up. Doesn't really matter how you sear them up, as long as you sear them up and then you set them on the back eye to stay warm. Okay, so don't worry guys, it's okay if you're meat ribs, it happens to the best of us. It's okay if you're meat ribs. Okay, so now we've strained off all the onions, except for those few. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna take our onions right here, just toss them in. Grab our spoon from earlier, scrape that down. We're gonna break down our heat to low, and we're gonna toss some oil with it. Just a little bit of olive oil, just to pick up all that charred goodness from the meat. I'm just gonna toss in some olive oil, and just boom. Now we turn off this eye, we leave them here to fry. That said, we have everything done for our sandwich. So, we just pour our jus back in here with our remnants of onion, and we leave that, and now we go back to our potato. We're gonna get into these potatoes now. The guy she tells you not to worry about. Anyway, so we got our potatoes. They've been softened up quite a bit now. Oh no, they've been softened up a little too much. Oh no! We just kind of salvage it, we gotta salvage it. Let me stop here, remember these babies? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 pieces. So what I'm going to do, I shall cover the bottom in some olive oil. I'm gonna drop in one of these bigger pieces right here, and one of these smaller pieces, and I'm gonna cut the oven on to 425. And I'm just gonna let these babies bake. There we go. So now, pop these babies in the oven and forget them. Now, we'll move on to the rest of the ugly ducklings. So, what I will do, we're gonna walk over here like we're lost. We're gonna grab about 2 toothpicks. We're gonna come through, I'm just gonna drive a toothpick down the center of this. Just gotta drive it in. Drive it in. There we go. And we're gonna do that with the next one. Hoping it doesn't break. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Okay. So whilst we wait for the deep fryer to heat up, we're gonna try out our last method. This is the one I'm scared of, actually. I'm testing them in all 3 methods so that you guys know what's best for whatever dinner you're trying to prepare. We're gonna pan sear these, just enough to cover the bottom of the pan of olive oil. Just wiggle it around over there. Our jus is right here still. And we're just gonna, we leave it on to medium heat. These 2, I'm gonna sit above our deep fryer and await them to be ready to drop. The one that the toothpick broke off in probably won't be eaten. Unless I can find the toothpick, but that requires me to break it down into layers again. Might as well make scalloped potatoes at that point, guys. But that said, nothing's beyond a try. So first off, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn these on their sides and sear them to get the best possible chance of these not, completely just shredding apart at the mere touch of anything else. And I'm gonna be using the tongs again because I feel like that's our best chance here. I'll be grabbing tongs, spatula, a riot shield, 16 SWAT members, and a large shake. Yes, I need all of it. This is gonna be dangerous. Especially that. You guys can't see it, but that's the deep fryer right there. There's a deep fryer right there. So now, boom. Yeah, I'm just gonna make you guys watch this. Watch oil heat up. Screw your opinion, guys. Stop. My mic was muted the entire time I was cooking. My bad. We're back and we're done. So let's see how this goes. We've done our 3 methods. Some are good, some are significantly worse than the others, and some were just straight up terrible. So this is our sandwich. Our jus is over there. So here's our methods. We got baked. Baked turned out crispy, soft on the interior, and overall turned out pretty well. Deep fried turned out pretty well, extra crispy, but if you get to the interior on the thicker ones, they're nice and soft on the inside with potato chip-like texture on the outside. Pan seared was a nightmare. You don't want to do pan seared unless, like, I don't even know. You must be Superman if you can do pan seared. That said, we're gonna hit them all with a little bit of salt, real quick, a little bit of sea salt over the top. And boom. So, thanks for watching today's video. Hope you all enjoy. Hope you all come by on Saturday to watch us use the best of these methods. You guys get to vote on which one was the best, by the way. Me personally, I think deep fried was the best method. Deep fried or baked are the 2 methods that I'm going with because this is a disaster and you don't want to see this on stream. So, that'll be it for me today. My mic was muted halfway through the entire thing. My bad. Gotta edit that out. But, peace out, Wolfpack. Come catch Chef Ethan every single Saturday, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch. And thanks for watching today's YouTube video. I'll see you all next time.